And joining me right now to talk about the Gilas pool for the FIBA World Cup is none other than Sports Desk basketball analyst and a former Philippine basketball player himself, Coach Ronnie Magsanok. Coach, good morning. Welcome back to the show.
Morning, Jay.
Thank you for being here. Okay, Coach, biggest news. Although we did see even police report na si Andre Blatch started practicing with Gilas Pilipinas. Pero ang gumulag sa mga basketball fans is Jordan Clarkson's inclusion in this pool. Talk about the move by Coach Yang Yao, by the SBP, to include Jordan Clarkson in this 19-man pool for the World Cup.
Well, I believe that that is a very sensible move on the part of Coach Yang and the SBP, simply because when you try to submit your roster to FIBA eventually, kailangan nandun sa list na kasama sila ron. Regarding the technicalities of being issued a passport before the age of 16, Stanley Pringle, Christian Stan Hardinger, and Jordan Clarkson will fall into that category. So, meaning, yung spot na yon, according to the SBP President, Mr. Al Panlilio, na kay Andre Blatch niya. Ang alam ko na insurance player nila for that position is Christian Stan Hardinger. But, alam mo naman, naglaro na si Jordan Clarkson para sa Gilas Pilipinas. At who knows what can happen in between today and the World Cup. Siguro kung i-relax yung rules. Kung i-relax yung rules, then probably the dream combination can happen eventually for the Philippines.
But for now, it's like what Mr. Al Panlilio did say, it's Andre Blatch who will have that naturalized player.
Kasi tandaan natin dahil hindi lang naman tayo yung nag-aantay ng ganyang klaseng pagbabago ng rules. Sigurado magbe-benefit din yung ibang countries. And if we get stronger, then chances are the other teams are also bound to be stronger as well.
That's a very valid point. Okay, so nabanggit mo nga, Coach, hindi lang naman si Clarkson, of course, Blatch is a naturalized player. You did mention Christian Stan Hardinger and Stanley Pringle, who also played for you sa FIBA 3x3, si Pringle.
Kasi relax ang rules doon.
Yes. Okay. Why were they added also dito? Kumbaga, if may possibility nga na hindi sila mapasama, why were they also added here in this pool?
I think Coach Yang was very clear about his action on that. Dito sa preparation, players will get hurt at times, no? Naalala ko si Raymond Almasan suffered the sprain sa qualifiers.
Yes.
So, just to make sure that yung quality of practices and the players that may be available in case someone will not be able to play and keep himself fit for the main battle, nandun na. Pero kung titingnan mo, yung ginawa rin ni Coach Yang, naka-align sa mga positions that he's trying to protect. But he has also mentioned na meron na rin mga shoe-ins for possible slots doon sa World Cup. Of course, goes without saying na hindi ka rin na umakainsayan ng 12 lang eh. So, at least 15 volunteer players, Bo Belga, and sabi ni Coach Yang, si Stanley Pringle, moves that up to 17. Christian Stan Hardinger is the insurance big, Ray is the 18th man, and then Jordan Clarkson will be the 19th dito sa pool ni Coach Yang. Pero titignan mo rin kung ano rin yung mga players na nawala.
Yes.
Kung sino-sino yung mga nawala. Si Ferdy Ravena, nag-opt-out na si Stan, si Scotty
Thompson.
Jason Castro is also out. Who else?
Bobby Ray Parks Jr. declined.
Right.
Yes.
So, titignan mo rin kung ano yung mga nawalang alas, and then, based on what happened, titignan mo yung pwede mong idagdag ayon dun sa nawala. And based on the system and the kind of team that Coach Yang has formed before and wants to form now, kasi iba naman yung makakalaban. Totally different battlefield ang haharapin ng Gilas Pilipinas compared to the one that they faced doon sa qualifiers.
Coach, you are also, of course, affiliated with SBP. You are the program head ng 3x3 here in the country. Is Clarkson a backup plan dito kay Blatch eventually moving forward by the SBP? Is there something that you can share with us na is Jordan Clarkson, kasi he's younger, Clarkson is younger, are they still considering him trying pa rin na baka na may mag-relax yung rules, maging local si Clarkson, or moving forward, can we see na baka siya yung maging naturalized player natin in future teams, future tournaments for
Well, I don't see Clarkson as a backup plan for the national team. He is supposed to be a part of the plan to play alongside Andre Blatch. Remember that he was also able to see action already in the Asian Games and together with Stan Hardinger and Stanley Pringle. But eventually, everybody found out that we needed a dominant big man to help out the team dahil at the end of the day, rebounding, inside presence. So I think the plan is to have them play alongside.
Together.
Andre
Not
Blatch.
one or the other.
Oo.
Yes.
Kasi nakita na natin ang kaibahan eh. But paano kung magkasama? Yun ang hindi pa natin nakita. And that is the ultimate dream combo for the Gilas national team.
Tingin mo game changer yon pag nagsama talaga yung dalawa na Blatch, Clarkson in one team?
Might be an understatement na game changer dahil yung Clarkson, naalala mo naglaro, nakita mo naman yung quality.
Grabe.
Kailangan yan ng big man. Si Andre Blatch, nadala tayo dito sa World Cup. So imagine the potential combination that the lethal combo that these two can bring on board. But for now, that will have to be naisasantabi dahil nga sa mga issues ng technicality dito sa FIBA World Cup.
Nakita natin yung video ni Andre Blatch kanina, Coach. Okay ba? Like, when you saw, did you see him as condition, yung bulky, in good shape, and also we're a month and a half away from the World Cup. Do you think, with seeing Andre Blatch dun sa practice last night, okay siya in tip-top shape with the rest of the players in the pool for
Well, I only saw several clips. I was not there personally. I just like to point out that the best shape I've seen of Andre Blatch previous to the last World Cup was the last two games of the Philippine team na pinanalo natin, yung mga pinanalo natin. He was a different Andre Blatch. He was very similar to the Blatch that I saw in the World Cup competition previous to this coming one. If he's able to replicate that kind of shape that he was in, the chances are we will be really competitive. Although we will play Italy, Serbia, and Angola in that order, at least with Andre Blatch back in harness, malaking bagay yun. Yung 1.5 months na sinasabi mo, I'm sure Coach Yeng wants more time together and wants more games for this pool. But with the PBA really lending its players, it's not going to happen dahil may responsibilities din sila sa mother teams nila. In fact, alam ko yung mga players who will play in the PBA finals will not be able to join the Spain trip. Kaya yung pool na maraming players. So you're protecting the pool, you're protecting your practices, but most of all, you are trying to protect your preparation. Hindi pwedeng maantala eh. Dahil every day counts, every hour counts, every minute is important dahil there's no turning back. Nandyan na yung kalaban eh. It's how you prepare and it's how you formulate your best arsenal, your topmost artillery heading to that face-off between the national team of the Philippines and of course the 3 elite teams na nasa grupo natin.
I'm sure our viewers are enjoying this discussion. Coach, okay, let's dissect the 19-man pool further. We're going to see them on our screens in a bit. Let's talk about Kiefer Ravena. Because I did speak to Coach Yeng and I asked him kung Shuin man si Kiefer. Sabi niya, most likely Shuin si Kiefer because nga of the departure of Jason Castro, Kiefer might, replace that role ni Jason na may iwan niya. So do you think, Coach, ikaw ba, in your opinion, si Kiefer ang sagot na makakapalit as we take a look at the lineup here on our screens, that Kiefer will be the primary option for point guard to replace Jason Castro?
Let me put it this way. Yung Jason Castro is a totally different entity with Kiefer Ravena. Apples to apples, magkaiba talaga yan. Pambihira si Jason, ibang klase rin naman si Kiefer. The decision to not play anymore, binigyan na yan ng katotohanan ni Jason. So, that leaves Kiefer Ravena a possible spot. At tanda natin, nandyan na talaga si Kiefer bago mangyari. Diba? So, parang Jordan Clarkson at at Andre Blatch. Imagine what could have happened kung magkasama na naman si ulit. Pero hindi na nga mangyayari. Now, looking at the national pool, kung titignan mo dito, these are familiar names already to Coach Yeng. Pero, meron dalawang bata. Si Jay Perez at
Robert Bolek.
Why? There were some reports that players will not make it to the national team's World Cup. Will be a part of the Southeast Asian Games. Kasi dikit yan eh.
Yes.
Now, these are players who want to be immersed ni Coach Yeng already dun sa travel, dun sa intricacies of being a part of the national team while they're young. Ngayon si Kiefer, looking ahead and looking at the World Cup 2023, kasama yan sa 23 players for 2023. Now, the names that you showed earlier on your screens, I'm sure meron ng mga napupusuan si Coach Yeng dyan eh. Pero merong ilan na hindi na pwedeng lahat yan shoe-in eh, di ba? Dahil 12 lang eh. Pero it all depends on what will happen in their preparation. Probably, if everything goes well, shoot na yan. tatlo na lang ilalagay ni Coach Cheng talaga. Pero kung may masaktan, halimbawa, wag naman, then meron kang pwedeng ipalit dahil you protect every position. The big man position, the shooter's position, the point guard position. And I believe that Coach Cheng is also looking at a guard who can play the 1 and the 2 as well. Combo guard. Na walang mawawala. Defensively, solid. And then you also want to be taller. We also have to point out that Gio Halalon is no longer around. At L.A. Tonoro is no longer with the national team. Mga pangalan na nakasama pa ni Coach Cheng nung siya ay naging national team head coach.
Coach, alam naman natin na shooters. Alam mo to, pagdating sa international play, kailangan na shooters sa team. Correct. Also, nung 2014, nung nag-World Cup tayo, may mga Jeff Chan tayo noon. Jim Alapag, Larry Fonasher. Eto, let's talk about R.R. Pugoy, Troy Rosario, Samang Matthew Wright. How important are these shooters, syempre, para sa Gilas Pilipinas in this World Cup?
Well, we may have Andre Blatch as our top big man. But we also have to have shooters because the other teams will have bigger frontline players. Goes without saying that in any offensive system in the global stage, you have to have shooters. Because most of the teams that we'll be facing have big men who are also shooters. So it's imperative that our small men are dead shots. From the guard position all the way to the fourth spot. Kasi si Andre may tira talaga sa labas eh.
May stretch big yan eh.
Oo, ano siya eh. Multi-dimensional player. But it's integral for our success kung ano man yung upsets na makukuha natin that we have to be really dead shots from the 3 ball. Kasi ang laban mo dyan, dos ng kalaban, press natin.
Yes.
Kasi kung press nila, dos natin, parang mahirap sumabay. And we saw that happen in the Asian Games. Na I think we were only 3 of 30-something dun sa 3-point line. And it hurt us. While dun sa dalawang panalo natin sa qualifiers, we shot well from the 3 ball kasi si Andre Blatch, ang laki nung nagagawa to open up our shooters. Alam ni Coach Cheng kung anong kailangan. Alam ni Coach Cheng kung ano ang pamamaraan. It's not rocket science to figure it out. But it takes a lot to mold the right players given the short preparation. So ang hanapin mo talaga, yung meron ng katangian na ganun. Pag binatawa mo, pasok. Pag nakalingat yung kalaban, pasok. Pag kinik out mo, pasok. Kailangan accurate shooter. Hindi pwedeng volume shooter dahil hindi ka makakapulot ng maraming rebounds maski nandyan si Andre Blatch. Pa isa-isa. Pero yung 3 possessions, bihira yan. You have to hit your shots because the opportunities are going to be very slim for you to get multi-possessions.
Coach, let's talk about the Spain tournament. What are the national teams that are competing there? And also, what are we exactly getting from there, playing in that tournament sa Spain?
Okay, looking at this national team, alam mo yung preparation nito kung saan pupunta, matagal pinagplanuhan yan. At saka, hindi rin naman basta-basta yan, dahil may mga nilalaroan din yung makakalaban.
Yes.
So, I think we have built enough network and we have gained enough respect from the international teams all over the world na tulungan talaga. So, I believe that during the time of Coach Chotres, ganito na yung ginagawa, di ba? Travel to Europe, and then before going to the main competition, babalik ulit sa Manila para naman makapagpahinga yung mga players. Pero may lalabanan pa rin na team from Australia. So there are several teams, but we will not just play in Spain. I believe we will travel to other countries as well. Na spell out yan ni Coach Cheng kung ano yung
Goodwill Games, meron na tayo against the Adelaide 36ers.
Correct.
Yung 4-time NBA champions siya dito yun, August 23 and 25. Like what you said, will happen here in Manila, which maganda din ang tune-up for us.
That will be a week before the competition.
The World Cup,
Kasi August 31 to September 4 yung 3 laban natin. Pero hindi ka naman pwedeng umalis ng 2 days before lamang doon sa papuntang China kasi marami pang kailangan gawin, alamin yung ensayo, and so on and so forth. So, this is a perfectly crafted preparation done many months ago, even before the team was formed. Kasi hindi madaling gawin yan. But these are top-notch teams from Spain and other national teams as well. And hopefully, ang hinahanap kasi ni Coach Cheng dito, masanay ka sa banggaan, sa sakitan, masanay ka sa higantre, but most of all, masanay si Andre Blatch mag-compete again against taller players and against the best teams in the world.
Coach, maraming salamat. Always a pleasure having you here.
Anytime, man.
And picking your brain, especially when it comes to basketball. Again, we just had Sports S basketball analyst and former national team player, Coach Ronnie Magsano.